Right, the topics that we're going to discuss. First of all, how to realistically retire as a millionaire. This one is no doubt everybody's dream, and it's also EPF's recommendation for people who are planning to retire in the next 20 to 30 years. And you may wonder whether you are on track to achieving this goal or not. So I have a few calculations, and you guys can take a look at it afterwards. Next up, the best places to save and grow your money. We will compare the different types of cash apps such as Touch and Go, Go Plus, Versa, etc., and conclude which is the best place to grow your savings. And finally, how ASB, ASM dividends are calculated. This is one of the questions that is often asked by you guys, such as, what happens if I decide to withdraw part of my ASB funds this month? Will it affect my dividends or not? Or when is the best time to invest in ASB? Is it at the start or the end of each month? Yeah, so we'll talk about this and more in our weekly analysis. As usual, not financial or legal advice. And a quick shout out to all our current gatherer members, our patrons. Thank you all so much for your support. I'll start with Andrew, Wendy, Edward, Alex, Sissy, Morpheus, Urshad, Caveman, Balls, Calvin, Kai, Tommy, Jinkang, Adrian, JS, Wenyan, Dean, Duhan, Ken, Faris, Alan, Jackson, Rizan, Jeremy, Yi, and Jeffrey, as well as all of our learner members. Now, on to the first topic 1 million ringgit. It's such a wholesome figure, but unfortunately, this is the minimum amount required to retire in the next 20 to 30 years, according to the Chief Strategy Officer Nur Hisham Hussein. Okay, he said that it is the bare minimum after we start to factor in things like inflation, medical bills, and other necessary expenses. Now, there are three figures recommended by EPF, so I just want to quickly clarify some confusion over here. The first one is 240,000 ringgit. It's the basic savings target revised upwards in 2019. Okay, which means by 55, if you don't have at least this amount in your EPF account, you are in deep trouble because this translates into a monthly income of 1,000 ringgit for the next 20 years. And we all know 1,000 ringgit is already so difficult to live in rural areas. Okay, let's not talk about living in a Klang Valley. Okay, the next figure, 600,000 ringgit. This one is recommended by EPF for those people who are planning to retire today or within the next 5 to 10 years. Okay, assuming EPF pays 5% per year, you will receive 2,500 ringgit per month in dividends for the next 20 years. Okay, and finally, this wholesome figure over here, 1 million ringgit. It's recommended for people who are planning to retire in the next 20 to 30 years. Okay, 4,166 ringgit per month, 20 years post retirement. So now the important question goes, okay, we know that 1 million ringgit is needed to retire, but how much will it be worth in the future? Okay, so let's take a look at this chart over here. It's Malaysia's average inflation rate from 1987 projected forwards to 2028. And for this example, we will only take 2002 to 2022. Okay, and within this period itself, Malaysia's inflation averaged 2.15% per year. Okay, so let's use this average and project it forward for the next 25 years. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the math over here. I use the future value formula. For those of you guys who are familiar with this, you know. But the important thing, 1 million ringgit in the next 25 years is equivalent to 587,544 ringgit 40 cents in today's money. Yeah, that's a whopping 41% less. It's worth 41% less. That is 1 million ringgit in 25 years. So meaning your dividend or your monthly payout of 4,166 ringgit, that is equivalent to roughly 2,448 ringgit per month. Okay. And if we take a look at EPF's Belanjawanku study, this figure is quite accurate, because Klang Valley at a glance right now, senior singles, they require about 2.5K per month to survive. So in the next 20 to 30 years, this figure will probably go up to about 4.1K to 4.2K. Okay. And now I think maybe some of you are going to open up your EPF account right now and take a look. Oh no, I'm so far away from 1 million. What should I do? What can I do? Okay, so before we panic, here's a table over here. Let you guys take a look at the specific calculations in order to hit both EPF targets, okay, 600,000 and 1 million. And as you can see, the older we get, right, the harder it is to achieve this specific target goal. Okay, this is because compound interest rewards those who start early. Okay, and this column over here is the average EPF savings according to each age group. So all you need to do is take a look at your current age. Let's say you're 31, okay, and refer to this average savings over here and take a look at your EPF account. Are you higher than this average savings or are you lower? If you're higher, let's say 50K, then you're quite safe, okay? Which means that if you contribute this amount every month, you are definitely sure to hit 1 million ringgit by 55. Okay, and just to sprinkle some good news over here, some of you may be terrified at looking at this chart. The calculations include mandatory contributions from you and your employer. Okay, so let's say your salary right now, your gross salary is about 3K. So employer pays 13%, you pay 11%. That translates to about 700 to 750 ringgit per month in mandatory contributions. So all you need to do is top up another 7 to 800 ringgit and you will achieve this 1 million ringgit by 55, assuming that you only have about 14K in your EPF account right now. Okay, so for those of you guys who want to simulate more different scenarios and specific calculations, head on over to Google, search for compound interest calculator, and you'll be able to put in your own parameters over there and see how much you need to contribute in order to achieve this goal. So on to the next topic, the best places to store your savings right now. Yeah, this does not only apply to emergency savings. It could also apply to savings for your daily spending and your expenses as well. So the first one goes without saying, Touch and Go Plus, daily payout, Sharia compliant, deposit withdraw instantly using Do It Now. I think the majority of you are already using TNG e-wallet, but if you do not activate this Go Plus feature in your app, then it's really a huge missed opportunity. Okay, because it does not affect your e-wallet payments at all. Let's say you have 1,000 ringgit in your e-wallet right now. This 1,000 ringgit will be automatically transferred into Go Plus, and every day you will earn like maybe 5 to 10 cents, depending on the rate of return. Okay, but this rate of return is the lowest of all cash apps. There's a maximum deposit limit of 9.5K, beyond which any amount you deposit inside will go into your TNG e-wallet. Okay, and since this is considered as an investment, it's not insured by PID. The next one of my favorite apps so far, it's Versa Cash I. They're currently running a promo rate, 4.3% per annum net. So meaning, if you deposit 10,000 ringgit inside, 1 year later, provided this promo rate still applies, you will earn 430 ringgit flat. Okay, there's no fees, etc., etc. Daily payout, Sharia compliant, deposit withdraw in 1 to 3 business days. And another thing about Versa Cash is that if you make your withdrawal before 10 a.m., you will get same day cash out. Okay. Promo rate applies for the first 30,000 only, and you have to maintain 1,000 ringgit in Versa Cash I. Okay, so let's say you have 500 ringgit right now. You put inside Versa Cash. Yeah, you will not earn the promo rate. You will earn the base rate of 2.89%. Only when you maintain 1,000 ringgit or above, then you will earn this promo rate over here. Promo will eventually expire. Yeah, they did not specify when it will expire. So it may expire next week, may expire next month. So as much as possible, you want to make sure you quote unquote milk this campaign, right? Consider it as an investment as well, so not insured by PIDM. The next one, it's a love-hate relationship with this one. It's Rise, the promo rate 5% per annum, the highest of all cash apps so far. It's very hard to ignore, but I've received quite a lot of comments as well as queries saying that Rise customer service is very bad. And it is completely true. Previously, it took me 3 months just to open an account. Okay, but it ticks all the boxes. It's Sharia compliant. It's a savings account. Therefore, it is insured by PIDM. Yeah, Rise is under Araji Bank, one of the world's largest Islamic banks. Okay, deposit withdraw instantly using Do It Now. Since this is considered as a savings account, you'll be able to transfer between banks instantly. But the promo rate only applies for the first 5,000 ringgit, beyond which, okay, 5,001 ringgit and above, you will earn 4% per annum. Okay, so it's still not too bad, but this will expire on 31st of December. And the other con is that it really needs significant improvement on their customer service. So if you're those type of people who really like good customer service, then this app may not be for you. And the payout, it occurs monthly instead of like Versa and Touch and Go where they pay you out daily, right? This one, they pay you out at the end of each month. Okay, but they calculate your interest at the end of each day. Okay. So the fourth one, this one is a classic ASB, ASM, goes without saying, stable, consistent returns. And for Bumiputras, you can invest in it anytime. A maximum limit for Bumis, I think it's a 300,000 ringgit. Sharia compliant, deposit withdrawal, 1 to 2 business days. Yeah, for withdrawals online in the app, you can only withdraw up to 2,000 ringgit per month. Okay, but for bigger amounts, you can just go physically to an ASMB branch. Okay, limited units for non-boomies. Yeah, as of September, ASM units are no longer available. Okay, the payout occurs once a year. So therefore, if you want to invest in ASB or ASM, it's most recommended for your long-term savings. This is considered as an investment, so ASB, ASM is not insured by PIDM. And finally, fixed deposits, 3.8, 4.2%, also another classic. Hard to ignore these days since the OPR right now is quite high. Insured by PIDM, Sharia compliant, guaranteed returns. You get what you see. If the tenor is 1 year, return is 4.2%, you get 420 ringgit for your deposit of 10,000 ringgit, right? Smack bang. Liquidity, you get to withdraw your funds instantly. This one, there's a lot of misconception over here. Okay? They say, oh, FDs are not liquid. No, FDs are actually liquid. It's just that the con is that your interest will be forfeited when your funds are redeemed early. And you also require a significant capital, 1,000 ringgit or above, in order to begin investing. Okay, so for the best FD rates, if you follow the futurists for quite some time, you know that we always give you guys the best FD rates at the start of each month. So head on over to our website. It's thefuturist.bif.com, and you'll be able to see which bank offers the highest FD rates right now. So you're confused. Okay, let's say, wow, Shinji, you recommended so many cash apps. I don't know what to do with all of these selections. So here's how I do it. First of all, I use TNG Go Plus for my daily spending and savings because it's extremely flexible. I can withdraw instantly to my bank account, transfer between banks. We do it now also, right? Versa is for short to medium term savings above 3 months. Rise, I personally use it just to milk their 5% promo rate. It's going to expire on the 31st of December. ASB, ASM, whenever they open up units, I will try to do my best to enter into ASM for long-term savings. Okay, fixed deposits, that's for a specific savings goal. Let's say you want to build funds for a down payment for the car. You want to buy a new car next year. Okay, where do I put it? I don't want to mix it up with all of these places because I'm not so sure how much I will save. Okay, so that's why you put it to a fixed package into FDs. Okay, so hopefully it clarifies some of the confusion and help you to organize your funds better. Okay. Now on to the next topic. This is about ASB and ASM, the calculation of their dividends. Yeah, what if I decide to withdraw half of my ASB funds in December? Will my dividends get affected or not? Or how are ASB dividends calculated? Yeah, when is the best time to invest in it? Is it earlier in the month or later in the month? Okay, so let's address these questions as a whole and take a look at how the dividends are calculated. Okay, so ASB, ASM dividends, they are calculated based on the monthly minimum balance in your account. Monthly minimum balance in your account. Okay, so you add up the monthly minimum balance, you divide it by 12 months, multiplied by the income distribution rate. That's how you get your dividend for the year itself. And for ASB bonuses, it is also calculated in a similar manner. So just to give you a quick example, so let's say you started off with 50,000 units or 50,000 ringgit in your ASB account in January. And every month you deposit 100 ringgit, including January. So you take a look over here, even though in January your account is 50,100 ringgit, but the dividend calculation is based on the lowest balance in your account, right over here. Okay. So in January, your lowest balance is already 50K. So therefore, they will only take 50K instead of 50,100. In the next month, then only they will take the new lowest balance, which is 50,100. Okay, so you add it up all together, you get your total units. And after that, you just multiply it by the income distribution. Okay, so Total units, you divide it by 12, multiply by 3.35 cents, then you get your first part of your dividend. For ASB, you'll get some bonuses and additional bonuses as well. So if you divide your total units by 12 and it exceeds 30,000 units, then there's no additional calculation required. You straight away receive the full bonus. Okay. So for 2022, if you have this total units, your total dividend will be 2,475 ringgit and 31 cents. Okay. So another scenario, let's say you started January with 22,300 ringgit. Okay, it's not stated over here, but every month since January, you withdraw out 300 ringgit. Okay, so like I said just now, ASB dividends are calculated monthly based on the minimum balance in your account. So therefore, they will take 22K instead of 22,300. And the next month, 21,700, so on and so forth. You add up each month's figure, you get your total minimum monthly balance, and you calculate it in a similar manner. Okay, multiply by the income distribution as well as the bonuses. But this time, if you divide it by 12, the units does not exceed 30,000, right? So therefore, you will receive not the full bonuses lah, you receive part of the additional bonus. Okay, so the total distribution for 2022 will be 1,000 ringgit, 37 and 86 cents. Okay, so hopefully it clarifies some of the doubts and confusion regarding ASB, ASM dividend calculation. Hopefully you guys learned something. I've come to the end of my presentation tonight already. Thank you guys so much for joining. Hopefully you guys learned something tonight. I won't keep you guys for long. I'll see you guys in the next one. By the way, I attached some links over here for you to explore the best FD rates as well as the best places to save and grow your money, what we discussed just now. Right, see you guys in the next one. Bye. Good night.